For starters, this lesson plan was thought of if we had to go back to school in the midst of the virus. So I'm going to do my integrated art lesson plan, and we'll need markers, crayons, color pencils, and then also drawing paper. So as a way to know, my standards came from CDSS 2.4b, explains diverse customs and cultural celebrations within the home, classrooms, and community. And that objective is, given WH questions, the children will explain how life has changed since the spread of the virus to the satisfaction of the teacher. And the second standard is CD-CR2.4b, uses material to create original work for self-expression and to express individual creativity. And that objective is, given a variety of art materials, the children will draw a picture to show one of the ways that their life has been impacted by the virus at an age-appropriate level. So all we'll need are colored pencils, drawing paper, crayons, and markers. So as a way to introduce this activity, I would come inside the classroom wearing my mask the wrong way. I would pretend to sneeze and cough around the children. Achoo! So I would expect many children to give me the side eye, like, why is she coughing near me? Isn't she supposed to be wearing her mask? That's right, I am supposed to be wearing my mask the correct way. And if I sneeze and I cough, I'm supposed to sanitize my hands and wash them. So that is a way that the hook can be used as a teachable moment as well. So then I will begin to switch gears, and then I will talk about how the coronavirus has brought change to all of our lives. And I would give examples of personal experiences, such as my aunt caught the virus and she's not doing too well. I was out of a job. My children couldn't go to school, didn't have any childcare. And then I will begin to ask the students WH questions about the virus. So, what habits did you have to change because of the virus? Or what habits did you have to pick up because of the virus? Why do you have to wear a mask? And the biggest question of all is, how has the virus impacted you? So, I would expect some children to say some things such as, I stayed up and played Fortnite. Oh, really? Or I would expect a response like, Mommy and Daddy stayed home the whole time with me. That's nice to hear. Or I would get very off the wall responses. I'm not going to go into that. So after hearing some of the children experiences, I would then tell the children that we're going to put it to paper. I would like for the children to draw one of their experiences on how the virus has changed their lives. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but you have to draw it out on the paper. So once the children get to their desk, the materials will already be at their desk because these are some of the supplies that's listed for the first day of school, so it'll automatically be in their crown box. They have access to it already. So as a way to assess the children, I would keep their artwork once they're finished to put it in their portfolio, so that way I'll have a way to show that the children understood the effects of the virus on their lives. And then as a way to close the activity, I will have the children participate in something like a think, pair, share, but it's just a pair up in a group and you're going to share out. So it will look something like this. What did you draw? Well, I drew X, Y, and Z. But what did you draw? Well, I drew Mommy and Daddy on the couch, and they were trying to teach me how to write my name. That's good. But do you know how to do it now? I'm getting there. So, after they're finished with the pair share part, then they'll go to the sink and wash their hands if need. So that way we can go ahead and transition to the next activity. For the accommodations, I put for a child who has a fine motor delay and is unable to grip the tools, I will provide bigger crayons and grippers for markers and colored pencils. And for the enrichment part, I put for a child who is working above grade level, I will ask the child to draw pictures, but put those pictures in chronological order using the correct terminology. So for instance, picture 1 would say, well, they would label it before the virus, and they would show how life was before the virus. And some examples of that would be seeing their friends every day in school and going outside to play. And then the second picture would be something along the lines of after the virus, and then they could draw long lines at Walmart, people standing 6 feet apart, or them not being able to go outside for the longest. And that's my activity.